Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I wish to welcome you to the workshop on MEs. On today's workshop, in present, I would like to greet our honorable invitees. We have Honorable Tingika Elikana, Associate Minister for Finance from Cook Islands. And then also we have Mr. Kirk Yates, Development Counselor from New Zealand Embassy in Jakarta. And we have Mr. George Weasu, our beloved brother from Papua Province. And we have also two of our proud speakers for today, which will be sharing lessons and experience, especially in the development of MSMEs and also the digital platform. First will be Mr. Budi Negoro from BizNeeds Indonesia. Later, we will have a chance to explore more about what is BizNeeds doing, especially in terms of relation with the Pacific communities. And then we also have Mr. Fatah Danar from Grab Indonesia. Who doesn't know Grab in Indonesia, but for our brother and sisters and One Talk from the Pacific, probably we will have to reintroduce what platform are they using to digitalize their businesses, especially in the food businesses. And then before we proceed, I would also like to greet some of the invitees that have present virtually. We have several Indonesian mission from abroad, and I wish that we can interact interactively. And we have our partner from Global Solution New Guinea in the Papua New Guinea. And then we have several others invitees from Indonesian ministry and also other institutions. Without further ado, I would like to proceed to the first session, and I would like to give the floor to Mr. Budi Negoro from BizNeeds Indonesia. Please give a round of applause. I would like to once again welcome Mr. Budi Negoro, and I would not take the time too long, and I just will give the floor to you, Mr. Budi. Please introduce BizNeeds and yourself.
Thank you, Mr. Dea. Your Excellencies, honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, good morning. Today I would like to share a little bit about our experience in trying to increase engagement between Indonesian SME in our counterpart in Pacific, also in some countries like Papua New Guinea and other countries, Timor-Leste, and also in Australia. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is, as already introduced by Pa Dea, my name is Muhammad Budi Negoro. It's a common name in Indonesia, so it's fairly easy for you to remember my name, Budi. And I work today. I'm CEO of BizNeeds. BizNeeds is a company that we developed during the pandemic. Before the pandemic, we used to bring a delegation to see exhibition in other countries, also to make a business matching in other countries. But then during the pandemic, we try to involve technology. We do it online. This is to fill the empty space when it's pandemic. But fortunately, this is we could do this a lot more better, because then we can reach a lot of countries. Yeah, and then also we do some hybrid after a while when pandemics are already laws. Yeah, we do some hybrid, and we bring some delegation. And next year we will like to bring delegation to some countries in for example, to Papua New Guinea and also to Australia. What we would like to share is when pandemic happened, everything, every business is have difficulties. More or less, also the small and medium enterprise, yeah. And when our government try to recover together with other countries, yeah, it's very good because we then have the power to do more, yeah. But at the end, at the same time, it's also give pressure to the SME because now with the open border, a lot of things happen. So what we're doing is we would like to try to make some to relieve some pressure by creating some environment for the SME to grow, yeah, to grow better, to can work together with other SME because this is an important thing for them to work together because when they are working alone, their power is so small, yeah. So what we create to empower the to make the environment is first is we try to collect data because this is one of the weakness of the SME, yeah, because not many countries have good data about SME. It's scattered around the all institution, and then we try to implement a rating system. Why? Because later on I will explain a little bit why we do the rating system, and then also we do some business forum to just to open their mind about the other countries, other market, so that they know that they could work together with counterpart and also to try to get more marketing to other countries. And then also we do capacity building because when we talk to our member in SME, the problem is that everybody is so what do you call the enthusiast, yeah. But then when we go along, then we see that not everybody is ready to go export to go the work together with other counterparts from other countries, yeah. And then after that we do the business matching. We try to mismatch them with counterpart from other countries, and then we also do business coaching. We try to mentor them and to assist them in doing this partnership with the SME from other countries. And then also we have with some countries we do establish an organization, a friendship organization, a business council between two countries, yeah. Because with this condition, it's better because then we talk business, yeah. Everybody has their interest for business, and then also we create commercial platform from SME. There's one thing that we do as well. Data collecting of SME. The challenge for this is the large number of SME in Indonesia. If we include the micro, we have about 65 million businesses. Yeah. If we starting from the small, medium, and then price is about 1 million. 1 million is already big data. Yeah. If we have if we have a data for 1 million company and what product they have, what quality, what specification, everything is already big data. Whereas if we have a 65 million data, it will be, that's what we call big data. Yeah. Then we also need to talk to other counterpart from other country. For example, when we have a discussion with our colleague from Papua New Guinea, they have also some data. Then if we combine this, it will be better to for the cooperation of SME between the countries. Yeah? And also, the challenge is many SME have a short lifespan, and they sometimes changes their business quickly, yeah, because they pivoting, because when they try this and then they see in 1 year it's not moving, they try change business and everything. Yeah? In Indonesia, one of our challenges also is that data of SME is scattered around the about 27 institutions, yeah, in 27 ministry or other institutions. So when we gather this, we have also have found difficulties. If the government could collect the data together, it will be powerful, because this will have the advantage. For example, in our embassy in around the world, they have some inquiries about products. Yeah, when people in the countries ask you about the product, one of the problem is that we cannot direct to the SME because we don't have the data. So if we have this data, it will be easier for everybody. Also for the institution who have the job of developing the SME. Yeah, and then this data, then we have to do a rating system. Rating system, I already talked with some government institution many years ago, because we need this to find out who's the SME who needs more assistance. Yeah, when we do the rating system, we could categorize the SME into three. One, SME who needs assistance. Two, the one who can already develop independently. And three, the one who could assist other SME. Yeah? With this situation, then when we try to develop them, it's nice to know that what you have mentored, they already what we call in Indonesian naik kelas, yeah? Passing the grade, and then trying could help other SME. Yeah? Then with this application of rating system, then later on, if we apply this transparently, the SME itself, they will know how to achieve higher rating when they see all these requirements. Let me see. I'm trying to use a simple way of rating, which I'm using the spider web diagram with about 7 or 8 parameters. For example, legality, revenue, finance, production capability, human capital, company record. Yeah. This, and then they know with this detailed question about each rating system, each SME could know how to improve themselves, how to increase the rating. Yeah. Later on, when you talk with Grab, you know, there is a rating system also with Grab with stars, yeah, 5-star, 4-star. This is what we also do. Then everybody involved in this situation could improve the SME itself, and also the one who developed the SME. Yeah? When we do rating and they would like to improve, one of the things that we do is we do a business forum. We talk with our embassy in Pacific countries, Indonesian embassy in Pacific countries. We also talk with the embassy of the Pacific countries in Jakarta. For example, we talk with the embassy of Papua New Guinea in Jakarta. And then we try to give knowledge about the market in Papua New Guinea, in Timor-Leste, in New Zealand. Everybody is, you know, interested with this situation, because now they know about more about the market. Yeah, one of the frequently asked question with them when we open this and we talk to the ambassador and everybody. They ask first, can I sell my product to the country? Yeah? Then also, what are the requirements, regulation, yeah, to send our product to the country? And then also, how to find a buyer in that country, how to do business in that country, and then also how to ship the goods from Indonesia to, for example, to Port Moresby, to New Zealand. Yeah? These are all the questions that then we could see that there is a pattern there. Everybody is interested, and also one of the advantage of this, then they could improve about their product because they have to adapt, to adjust their product with the local requirement. Yeah. Business forum, we have created with a lot of business forum throughout the years, working together with all embassies, and then, as I said before, this is very good because SME, our SME then would like to try to open relation, and we are waiting also the opportunity with other countries in Pacific who later on may be interested on giving information about your country to our SME. Yeah. This is what I said previously, that when we do this and we found out that everybody is eager to do export, but not everybody is ready. So when we are not, when we identify this, when we make capacity building for them, we give training for them about how to export, how to increase the quality of the goods they produce, the management skill, how to ship, how to negotiate, and everything. We also do this with our counterpart from, for example, from Papua New Guinea. They came to Jakarta, and when we speak with them, they need the knowledge about packaging, branding. They also need to know, they want to know more about how to get a halal certificate from Indonesia, because when they send their product, food product to Indonesia, they have to do halal certification. And with this, it's very useful because the advantage of we do this capacity building to our counterpart in other countries is, first, they know more about Indonesia. The second, also the relation is growing. Yeah, we know more about them, they know more about us, and it's very good with this capacity building from your country. That we have a lot of experience that we could share with them. Yeah. After the business forum, we do the business matching. There are lots of institutions and also businesses in Indonesia who do this, yeah, to make a business matching. But I think we need more business matching, especially with the countries from Pacific, yeah, because Indonesia, business people in Indonesia, they have a traditional export countries. We need more to do with the new countries that we call non-traditional countries for the export. Yeah, this is very good because the aiming of business matching is not to get the deal, because when you buy in large quantity and when you sell in large quantity, you need to meet personally to build relation. Then online business matching is one step to get to know more about our counterpart. Yeah? So we also share with them what need to be prepare for the business matching, because some of our member came to the business matching with with a lot of passion, but minimum preparation. Yeah, so we involve them in the process that they have to prepare for example, the product they would like to sell. Many small, medium enterprise in Indonesia we call palugada. Whatever you ask, we have. Yeah? That's not good, because then you are not focusing in products. Yeah, we learn from from the SME who's have a growth, very good growth. They have focus and in the product. So that's what we inform them. You have to be focused, and then you have to be master in your product. And then we also ask them to conduct initial research for the country. For example, when we speak with Papua New Guinea, we said, please look, Google is easy. You could Google about the country. You could Google also about the company, if the company in business matching is already clear. Yeah? And that's a lot of information that we could prepare for them. They have to sometimes, when we meet some of our SME, they say, I'm sorry, I don't have a name card. I forget one. This is the thing that we say, that you have to be prepared. When you meet someone, you should have your name card ready. You should have the flyer, the brochure, sample product, something like that. So we prepare them how to do the business matching.
I'm sorry, Mr. Budi, I don't bring my name card.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's been very interesting, and I see different things about what you are trying to do with business. You try to explain things fundamentally, not only the technicalities of the SMEs to operate, but also to understand where we are as the SMEs, and you're trying to go from there. So I think it's very important, and the time is going, but I will let Pak Budi continue and proceed on the presentation, but also I would like to open the floor both for the participant that present here in this room, and also the online. As we go through, we go one by one each question, online, offline, and we let Pak Budi still continue also his presentation. We try to make the most out of the short time that we have today. Thank you. Pak Budi, please proceed.
Okay, thank you, Pak Dea. I will go this pretty quickly so that we could have more time to discuss things. Yeah. The other thing, after we do the business matching, we do the coaching, the mentoring. We assist them in the real life situation when we meet them, and then when they meet the counterpart, how to negotiate and everything. We need to get more institution to do this mentoring, yeah? Because with the large number of SME, there is not enough institution, not enough people to do the mentoring. Yeah? This is also very good when we could establish an organization, a friendship, an association, for example, Indonesia, Papua New Guinea Business Council, Indonesia, Fiji, association, friendship club, because then the relation getting warmer, and then next there will be some more engagement between the countries. Okay. Maybe this we could talk later about the with the digitalization, like what have been done by our partner here from Grab to do digitalization. We also encourage, for example, to make commercial platform, joint commercial platform from Indonesia, for example, Indonesia, Papua New Guinea platform, specific for businessmen from Indonesia and Papua New Guinea, or Indonesia, New Zealand. It's a specific commercial platform where they could find their partner there from overseas, and also to have more information regarding trade, market opportunities, and everything. Facilitates access to expand international market. Yeah, the key features is there is a directory between the two countries about business in the two countries, and also product inquiries. So when Indonesian people try to source milk product from, for example, New Zealand, they know how to contact their counterpart, who is their counterpart, and what the product and everything. Yeah? Policies, rules, and regulation. For example, not many people in outside Indonesia knows that now we have a new regulation regarding the halal certification, which require every product come to Indonesia to have a halal certification. How to do the certification and everything. So it should be in this SME portal. Yeah? It's also contain the export-import support service provider, where to ship, how to do the shipment, how to do the packaging and everything. Yeah.
Thank you, Pak Budi. Before we continue, may I give the floor to
Sure.
our online participant? I would like to greet our consulate in Vanimo, probably with Mr. Consul Allen Simarmata. And I will give the chance to deliver the questions by voice, but if there is any probably interruption on the connection, I will ask to deliver the question by chat on the Zoom. Please, can we give the floor to Vanimo? Good morning, Mr. Consul Allen.
Yeah, thank you, Pak Dea. Let me first appreciate to the committee for organizing this forum. It's very important for us, in particular for our friends from Papua New Guinea business people that joining us for this Zoom at the Consulate of Indonesia. Thank you also, Pak Budi, for your good presentations, which is very important to our business friends here that joining us at the consulate. And your presentations about things needed to empower SME to collaborate with SME partner, as this one in line with the policy of the Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, James Marape, that they make a policy giving concerns on the development of the SME in Papua New Guinea. You also mentioned in your presentations advantage of having complete enough today by SME data is a very, very good also to make the development of the SME. And you also raise frequently asked questions in business forum, and you give us also tips how to get reliable partner or good partner. In this regard, Pak Budi, our friends here from Papua New Guinea residing in Vanimo, they want to share with you, to ask you more about how to develop SME and other matters related to their business. In this regard, I give a floor one of the business people here in Vanimo, Emil Litiki, to say something or to give comments for us. Please, I will.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, His Excellency Allen. All right. Selamat pagi semua. Good morning to everyone. All right. Thank you very much for hosting this. I would like to make a comment on just a little statement regarding this forum. All right. First of all, I want to say congratulations to the Indonesian government for making this possible to at least make the SME forum more viable through Zoom meeting. So you can hear everyone's voice on little SMEs wherever they are in the Pacific. All right, we are in Banimo. Okay, Banimo is one of the province in Papua New Guinea, right? And we share a land border with Indonesia, with Jayapura especially. Right? Regarding our daily trade, we always trade with Jayapura, which is part of Indonesia. And our livelihood, our lifestyle, even culture, even tradition is more of the same. So when it comes to business, especially in SME, it is we are also growing at a very small pace to try to develop everyone in small areas of business. So with the current forum now, which is held now in Bali, and we are very grateful here that it is making us participate in this big event, and it's giving us to share ideas on the development of SME, and even to go into partnership in much bigger investment in the near future. And as a small business entrepreneur in Vanimo, and also I have other business friends here, we are grateful with all what is happening now in Bali. So as we are gathered here, I would like to say a big thank you, much appreciation, and we will always want to learn from Indonesia. As you would like to speak on most of things regarding SME, we have so much to learn. But because we are already in business and we are developing all areas of SME, trying to focus and get on track, I think that's the way forward. So with this, I would like to say a big thank you from us in Vanimo, through the help of Pa Allen and his consulate team here. We really appreciate what is happening now, and we look forward to work together to hold hands and we create more big value for SME and we push towards the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pak. Thank you, Pak Dia. That's all from our side here in Panimo. Greetings from the border Indonesia.
Thank you. And I will just give the floor to Pak Budi. Maybe any response to our for the statement from Vanimo, probably more to a response. Thank you.
Thank you for the comment and also the hopes that we are eager to have a business forum, to have to create relation with our counterpart from Vanimo. I think a lot of things can be done when we do open the communication. Yeah, try to know more about Vanimo and also about Indonesia. So later on, you could ask our presentation through the committee here, and then you will have my number and also my company number, so we could start opening a communication with you to do business forum, to do the business matching, and also to see if there's anything for capacity building that we could do together with you to increase the capacity for your SME in Vanimo.
Thank you, Pak Budi. And I think that's very important to do a follow-up through this event, because what happened in this room, it's nothing if we don't do any follow-up to everything that we try to discuss today. And I would like to thanks once again to our consulate in Vanimo to facilitate the online with the SMEs in Papua New Guinea. Vanimo is part of the border area, Papua New Guinea in Indonesia. So Vanimo in the Papua New Guinea side, Jayapura in the Indonesian side. So with the reopening of the border last 24th of October, the reopening of the activities on the border area, I think the economic circulation and transaction is already normalized. So there is a big chance that we can do more on it. Anyway, Pak Budi, I haven't seen any hand been raised in this room or online, so I will let you proceed to your presentation.
Okay. The last some more information is that we try to do what we call Indonesia Shop initiative. Yeah, this is for some our SME who would like to send the product to test the market in other countries. We do what we call Indonesia Gerai Indonesia or Indonesian Shop. We do consolidated shipment for a product from, for example, 10 or 20 SME in Indonesia, and then we send it to other countries. Yeah. Then we trying to find a partner there in countries. For example, for the Papua New Guinea, we already spoke with our counterpart there. They are interested in opening the Indonesia shop there. We do a collaboration for what we call Indonesian Gerai Indonesia, and there is also three parties there. First is the provider of facilities, infrastructure, business people who already have shops, already have rooms available there, and also other who could manage this Gerai Indonesia, and also Indonesian SME who would like to send the product there. This also could we could do it also for a product from other countries to Indonesia, because with this situation, then a lot more could happen, yeah, with the development of engagement between SME. This is what we have done so far. A lot of business forum have been done, business matching, capacity building, and Gerai Indonesia, as we explained before. This is what we do with this Papua New Guinea delegation when they came to Indonesia for Trade Expo Indonesia. They come to our office and then they request an additional event to meet a counterpart here, and also goes to the market in Indonesia to see what is available. And then we show them the shop for machineries. We also do capacity building for packaging and branding and some materials. And they are very happy now. We would like to increase this with the more delegation from Papua New Guinea to Indonesia. It's very good, because then everything start to move, yeah, with this situation. I think that's what I need to share with you. If you have any experience in your country or with your experience to connect with other SME from other countries, you're welcome to share it with us now. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Budi. And I will give the chance to any participant in the room. Probably there is a response, question, or more like another view to the any effort to developing the interaction between the business to business, or even business to government, or government to government. If there is anyone that probably have some concern about it. But Pak Budi, I would like also to explore more on the how is the interaction with the businesses community in Papua New Guinea, because I know there are probably some advantages, but also some challenge that probably there are on the way of trying to improve the business interaction. Maybe you have some experience on that.
Yes. Thank you, Pak Dia. what our aim at this presentation is we would like also later on to explore other opportunities with other countries who is involved in this discussion. And then we could also make some suggestion to improve this G to G relation with regard to the SME development, what we could do together between Indonesia and other countries in Pacific. So anything, comments, critics are welcome, so that we could give also some recommendation to the committee with regard to what have been done and also what we need to have in the future. With this, our experience with the business people from Papua New Guinea, when they came to Jakarta, they see a lot of things, a lot of product that they would like to source, for example, machineries for there to do the business there, and also some big machineries, for example, from agriculture, also any equipment for producing. Then one of the challenges is the shipment, because shipment from Indonesia to Papua New Guinea is limited. Yeah, so when we miss one shipment, then we need more time to wait for another shipment. The next is also about the payment. That's I already raised my concern yesterday with the Minister of Foreign Affairs from Papua New Guinea about how, because business is about moving product and also moving capital from one country to another country. So logistic and payment is one of the problem that we face at the moment. So in this forum, I would like to raise this also when we do trying to engage to increase the engagement between SME. Let's work in transparency so that we could see not only the opportunity but also the challenge that we have to overcome. Because when we do this, we're not trying to give more headaches to the SME. We're trying to help them. We're trying to assist them how to increase their business in both countries. So I'm not talking about only trying to sell product, but also if you have a good product there, we could try to market it for you in Indonesia.
Thank you, Pak Budi. And I think there will be a participant with a question. You can probably introduce yourself before. Do you have any extra microphone? Thank you. Please, I'll give the floor to our participant.
Yeah. Thank you for this opportunity. My name is Irene Setiawati. I'm from CV Maharani. I'm a member of BizNeeds. Thank you for inviting me, Pak. So in this opportunity, I would like to say that we are looking for a partner who is maybe have shops in the Pacific countries that we can work with. Mostly I have home decor and jewelry, and I have also the other partner or friends who are selling furnitures and also the food. Yeah, so in this opportunity, maybe if any participants online have some market information for us to learn, so we can offer like the right things to the Pacific countries. So yeah, as you said that we need like a follow-up of this forum. Hopefully it will be fruitful in the next future. Thank you.
Please give a round of applause to our participants here. Okay, thank you, Ibu Irin from CV Maharani. And you are based in Bali? Okay, thank you. And Pak Budi, please, you can directly respond
Yes.
if you have any, any.
Mr. Thank you, Ms. Irin. Ms. Irin has a very good product, jewelry, home decor, and everything. We also try to connect this because she based in Bali, so with other countries in Pacific, we have a similar situation, beaches and everything. Yeah, so it is very good if we could try also to find partner with the our participant who is now online. Yeah, hope somebody will respond, Mr. Rin. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Budi. And do we have any others? Okay, please. Mr. Kirk Yates from the development counselor in the New Zealand Embassy in Jakarta. Please, the floor is yours.
Makasih banyak. Thank you for that very interesting presentation, Pak Budi. I've just got a couple of questions, and they're quite basic ones. So I'm interested in how the platform is supported financially. How does that work?
Sorry, could you please?
How is the platform supported financially? How do you provide these services to the SMEs? That's my first question. Second one is, how do the SMEs join? How do they join your network? And what numbers do you have that have joined? You mentioned there's a very large number of SMEs in Indonesia. Roughly how many do you have as members? And in terms of the rating system, this is my third question, is it just the same rating system for all SMEs, or is there slightly different for the different sized businesses? So if they're micro business, would you do it differently? My comment about that is I think it's a very good tool, and to have a benchmarking system where you can visually show members where their strengths and weaknesses are, and then offer services to support them to strengthen those areas. That's a great service, I think. Finally, I just wanted to mention in the Pacific, and my Pacific colleagues here will know this, just for your interest, there's a program called Business Link Pacific, which the New Zealand government supports. It has a website, but it provides business toolkits, business advisors, access to finance advice, and it also has a kind of benchmarking system, if you like. But it's really there to support SMEs and to provide coaching and mentoring. And yeah, the coverage in the Pacific is okay. It's covers the Cook Islands, Fiji, Kiribati, Papua New Guinea, Samoa, Solomon Islands, Timor-Leste, Vanuatu at this stage, and it's jointly funded by New Zealand and Australia.
Thank you, Mr. Yates. I think we need to stay for another 2 or 3 days in Bali to answer all the questions. It will took 1 semester in the university to answer that. But Pak Budi, I think I note several questions, and I will let you to respond several, and we try to go through as we proceed. Please, Pak Budi.
Thank you. Yes, it's a very good question. I see some question about joint platform. This platform is an idea of how to increase more engagement, because when we make our platform, without any support from the government of both countries, for example, we need a lot of effort to get more data from our SME. For example, as I said before, that we have more than 1 million small and medium enterprise in Indonesia. But then our member at the moment, not even 1,000. Because then, of course, with the involvement from government, we hope then the number will increase. For example, also if we do this joint platform between Indonesia and Papua New Guinea, the Papua New Guinea SME could also put their product, their interest in Indonesia. So this is what we trying to propose, that if we could make a joint platform, it will be much better with regard to the quality of the content. Yeah? And then also the rating system. What I show previously is just an example, because in our experience, if we have a more complicated system, then it's difficult for the SME itself to understand. And if they don't understand the rating system, then they are not eager to increase the rating. So when we do this, at the beginning, it's just simple. Rating from 1 star to 5 star, like in Grab, for example. But later on, then we see that, for example, the number, the value of revenue they have, and also the legalities. Then we try to detail the system with a simple question, yes or no. Then hopefully this will also encourage the SME itself to put their data, because their mind is only selling, yeah, try to sell more to get more order. So when they have to do this administration about the bookkeeping and everything, then they start, forget it. I could sell the product in Indonesia, because Indonesia also a very big market, yeah. Then we lose the opportunity of knowing which SME need to be developed, which SME need to be mentoring. So maybe this some of the question already answered. Later on, maybe we could talk later. So to create more with our countries. Yeah.
Thank you, Pak Budi. And I hope we have a big picture on those questions. And also that's very important, I think, to point out that business try to understand where is the SMEs level at, and also to understand the countries where the SMS partner is at. And if we have like the Indonesian missions on that country, there will be there can be tailor-made program, and of course the level of the intensities of how far the mission comes aboard to the tailor-made program will be really depend on the SME's capacities itself, because that's what you've been doing with in Papua New Guinea, I believe.
Yes, because every businesses need trusted partner. They would like to know who they're dealing with. Yeah, not only from our side but also from your side. Yeah, so this is a simple rating could help this, and hopefully later on when they already grows, that we could make more complicated system. Yeah, to increase the capacity also.
Thank you. And I seen one more hand raise in the room. We will have a chance for our participant in the room first, and then after that, we're going to give only probably a 2 minutes chance to our consulate in Fanimo to respond after this one. Probably please be concise, because the time is running. And please, I give the floor to the gentleman on the room.
Mr. Moderator, very good morning to you and Pak Budi, and greetings to everyone in the room. My name is Fred Sarufa. I am the Deputy Permanent Representative of Papua New Guinea to the United Nations in New York. And I want to place on record here in this meeting my gratitude to the government of Indonesia for enabling us to be able to join this meeting. And having to come in here and listen to the conversation, though I missed the first part of the conversation, but I have had in the last couple of minutes Pak Budi's discussions about my country, Papua New Guinea, and the business links between Indonesia and PNG, and I note specifically the challenges that have been mentioned. One, as he noted, which is on the shipping challenges, and the other is on the payments side. These are certainly very critical for business sector, and we are very much aware of these issues that will need to be addressed in a way that meets the commitments for the businesses to thrive. I should also note here that one of the important things that we need to organize better is to get the Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Indonesia and the Chamber of Commerce and Industry in Papua New Guinea to have an ongoing dialogue as the port of call that can enable businesses, whatever business it might be. If those two major, Kadin here in Indonesia and the Papua New Guinea Chamber of Commerce and Industry, can work together, help support, whether it be in the regulatory frameworks, whether it be other areas, those two focused are our core entities in both countries, I think, can play a major role in having to support the business sector in both countries. I used to be here some 20 years ago at the Papua New Guinea Embassy in Jakarta, and I served here for 10 years. And I know very well what the challenges are. One of it, the challenges I found initially was the language barrier in doing business between Papua New Guinea and Indonesia, because most Papua New Guineans don't know Bahasa Indonesia, and during my time, many here also were not very conversant in English. So that was one of the barriers that I found while serving here, and though this has improved, the relevance of this is that having to understand whatever regulatory or policies that you have, which may be in Bahasa Indonesia for a business person to read and understand it, would be rather difficult. So these are some of the issues that perhaps, as I am suggesting, the Chamber of Commerce and Industry for both countries can be able to perhaps look at, so they can support the business sector in ways that can deliver on what we expect from our private sector as part of a public-private partnership. Thank you very much indeed for this opportunity.
Thank you. Please give round of applause. And because this is in line with still in the Papua New Guinea, and I would like to give probably just a 2 minutes chance for our consulate in Fanimo. There is Mr. Martin, Acting Director Commerce for West Sepik province, which is the border province to Indonesia. And please, I'll give the floor to our consulate in Fanimo. 2 minutes changes.
Thank you, Padre, for still giving us opportunity to comment or to express some side. In this regard, I would like to invite Pak Martin, Acting Director of Commerce, West Sepik Province. Pak Martin, screen is yours.
Thank you. Basically, what I've overheard from our rep to United Nations is Mr. Sarkar has indicated language barrier was in the past. This has improved. And I believe, though there may still be a language barrier, but one thing, practical approach is more efficient. People learn practically and they get faster rather than through classroom type training. So, on this token, there are three things I want to highlight here, which for us, especially in Balimo, I would like to highlight. And that is one, incubation villages for SME, because we have two different types of SME. One are those that are established and need to be improved, or their establishment need to be enhanced. Okay. The other one is those who have bright ideas. They have the resources at the minimal level, but they really want to venture into something. But they need support, both within the internal environment and external environment. And these are the ones we need to focus especially on in order to promote our SME industry to a next level. And that's one. What I'm talking about especially here are the incubation villages or village facilities. Two, SME conducts appropriate skill-oriented trainings. So we may be emphasizing or talking about factory approach type of manufacturing industries, etc. But we need to focus on those family type approaches using small-scale productions or processing for their own survival, and with a surplus they can market or they can sell out. Three is the SME data skill-oriented training. Our SME data management skill is still low, and that's the one we need to upgrade, or we need to approach and give support or encouragement to the best that we can. This has prompted me to pose a sentiment to a form of question. How would Indonesian government, in liaison with our Papua New Guinea government through the SN Chamber of Commerce, as Mr. Sarvais highlighted, to address such environment or need that is in place at the moment? Thank you.
Thank you. Maybe I'll give the floor to Mr. Budi for a response, and then we will have one more response offline in the room. And then there's also one more question from the chat. There, it's been
we, as a business person, we try to overcome all challenges with all the strength that we have. In this forum, we would like also to reach out for the government to get involved in the situation. For example, in the shipment, for example, maybe the government could work together to subsidize the first or 3 years of the shipment. So to reduce the shipment, shipping costs, and also to make it more routine, because then it will help the SME. And for our counterpart in FANIMO, I know that there is a lot of challenge. Let's talk together. We are open to communicate what kind of challenge that we would like to overcome. In the business side, it's easier because we both have the same interest, which is to gain more profit. Then whenever you would like to communicate with us, later on you could contact me through the number that we will give through the committee.
Thank you, Pak Budi. And also the presence of the business here today, it's a complementary to what we have on the formal channel of communication like Chamber of Commerce. It has its own a corridor of doing businesses, and business come aboard to as a complementary to fill the gap on those probably like the capability, the different capability and level of MSMEs to fill that gap. So when they come to more formal interaction between chambers of commerce, they have probably the same level of capacities. That's probably what we're trying to do. And Pak Budi, there is one written question about market information website that can be accessed to know the reference, any import regulation in the Pacific countries, if there are any that you probably can recommend. But let's save it for later if we still have a chance. Before that, I will give the floor to our brother, Mr. George Ueyasu from Papua Province.
Yeah, good morning, Pa Budi. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, my name is George from Papua. Budi, I don't know question for you, but I will inform you that this is forum is good for us because information for digital business. Because we have in Papua, we have 18 SMS data from the Perindakop Kota Jayapura. As well as the response from Fanimo regarding the business between Jayapura and Fanimo. We have Pak Budi help us for preparing for this business between Fanimo and Jayapura. Thank you for Mr. Budi.
Okay, thank you for the question. Also for this, the question about the market information website. We're building the website, and also you could see from our YouTube channel, because every things that we have done with more than 50 embassy around the world, you could see the market information from each country that we already have the business forum through our YouTube channel, in business YouTube channel. With regard to to increase the engagement from Jayapura, yeah, we will be happy to contact, and we sit together and see more detail about what product you have, and then also how to increase the engagement later on.
Thank you, Pak Budi. As we are discussing the topic about the SMEs, we reach also the time. After this one, we will have a short 2 minutes break, and we will have another speaker, as Pak Budi have been also saying, to introduce more on the digital platform from Grab Indonesia. So I would like to thank you for all the participants, both offline and virtual, for the very fruitful discussion. And Pak Budi will be available. His contact will be made available on the chat column. And please, any part, we welcome to aboard on probably a follow-up or probably a more further communication after the event. Thank you, and I wish you a blessed morning and a blessed day. Thank you.